For more on tonight's starting pitching, let's go back out to Anaheim, California. Jim Palmer in the MASN broadcast booth with Gary Thorne. Gary, you out of breath?
I am out of breath. But there's no spinach in my teeth, and that's what matters.
It's a good dinner.
Mind the out of breath part.
Good dinner.
Yeah, good. Orioles get set to go here on a road trip. Obviously, that's important, and they go up against an Angels team right now, Jim, that surprisingly, you look at some of the players, you got big numbers, power hitters, big offensive numbers, yet the team right now for the Angels not hitting.
Well, they don't hit here. They're 5-10 at home, scoring about 3.5 runs a game. And then, of course, Ohtani's going to DH. He was supposedly going to pitch, but sprained his ankle, so we don't get to see 97 to 101 mile per hour fastball. Trout, best player in the world. Pujols, you could see right there, 4 from 3,000 hits, 619 home runs. And then, Andrelton Simmons, he came over, 3 years ago, and all of a sudden, we all knew how great a shortstop, and that's one of the reasons they got him. But last year, hit 270, hit a bunch of home runs. This year off to even do a better start. So, again, they don't score a lot of runs, 3.5 runs a game. They're 5-10 on the road, totally different story. Close to 6 runs a game, they're 11-2. So let's see which team shows up tonight when we talk about the Angels.
And same holds true for pitching. They're pitching. The ERA here at home is almost double what it is on the road, which is really surprising. Mike Scioscia, no real answer for that. You just hope, from his perspective, they get it turned around. For the Orioles, speaking of getting it turned around, for Alex Cobb, this is the night where he would like to go out and show the Orioles, this is why you got me.
Well, it's a very cool night here. So he's had 3 starts. He signed the 21st of March. He is not in shape. Hopefully getting to where he would probably be at the end of spring training. So again, every game, you talk about consistency, but he's been inconsistently consistent, which is about 5 runs, 10 hits, and not as many innings as he would like. I think he really has to be able to, number one, establish a split-fingered fastball. He did have a 3-1 lead against Tampa Bay, gave up 4 runs on mostly curveballs in the 5th inning. So it was a step in the right direction. Tampa's playing pretty well, as a matter of fact. But again, this is going to be a good test for him. But I think that prematurely tried to pitch in the big leagues this year, and it's caught up.
If you looked at the starts he's had, you would say, all right, he's going through spring training at the major league level, so this should be one of those starts where he's ready to pitch 5 or 6 innings of a major league game. Yeah,
I would like to think that he's going to throw close to 100 pitches and be able to hopefully get into the 6th inning. They always talk about how many outs. 15 outs is 5 innings. So somewhere get into the 17, 18, maybe even 19. And the other thing about Anaheim, the runs are down. This is a pretty good place to pitch. Now, they've shortened the wall in right field, but Gary, it's a cool day. The ball usually doesn't travel if you make your pitches, and let's see if he can do that.
All right, we'll see how this one goes as they open it up here on the West Coast. Now I'm going to go back and finish my dinner. Tom, Rick, back to you.
I was going to say you got 16 minutes to finish that spinach. Gary Thorne and Jim Palmer there in Anaheim.